Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, man fatally shot by police, firearm seized in Manchester. A man was fatally shot by the police and a firearm seized during an alleged confrontation in Shotley, Manchester on Tuesday. The man's identity has not been released by police. Police sources say a targeted operation was conducted in Over River District in Shotley early Tuesday morning. During the raid, a police team was allegedly confronted by the armed man, resulting in him being fatally shot. A firearm was seized at the scene, the police said. Body found on Mami Main Road in St. Anne. There was a heavy pileup of traffic along the Mami Main Road in St. Anne on Tuesday morning, following the discovery of a body by the police. Police say the body, which is of a male, has not yet been identified. According to the lawmen, residents stumbled upon the body around 7 a.m. and alerted the police. On the arrival of the police, the body was seen along the roadway in a dump heap with what appeared to be stab wounds to the upper body. The body, which is of dark brown complexion and about 5 feet 8 inches long, was shirtless, while clad in a pair of black jeans pants and a pair of black sneakers. Police presence heightened in Creektown after father of alleged gang leader killed. There is heightened tension and the police presence in Creektown, St. Andrew, following the killing of a man said to be the father of a gang leader from the community. The deceased, identified by police as 61-year-old Vincent Lyons, otherwise called the Short Man or McCullough, a bar operator from the area, was shot dead near his business place on Sunday. Lyons, lawmen have revealed, is the father of Rashida Lyons, who is being sought in connection with gang-related activities in the community. The younger Lyons, the police said, is the alleged leader of the notorious 110 gang. The 110 and Gaza gangs located in the said community have staged a bloody turf war over recent months, resulting in several murders and shootings. Reports indicated that around 8 p.m., the senior Lyons was standing along the roadway talking to a friend when he was pounced upon by men armed with guns. The men opened fire, hitting him in the upper body. While trying to escape, he collapsed inside a nearby premises. Police, who were quick on the scene, assisted Lyons to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he died while undergoing treatment. Police said 14 spent casings were found after they processed the crime scene. The police believed that Vincent Lyons' killing would have brought heavy reprisals, and as such, the lawmen have imposed a 48-hour curfew in the community. The police have also listed 11 men from the area as persons of interest. The police said these men could help with their investigation into the ongoing war. The men are being asked to report to the Denhamtown Criminal Investigations Branch by 6 p.m. Tuesday. Indicom probing death of man at Halfway Tree police lockup. The Independent Commission of Investigations has launched a probe into the death of a prisoner at the Halfway Tree police lockup on Monday. The deceased is identified as David Satchel, a 59-year-old laborer of Padmore District, St. Andrew. Satchel was reportedly found unresponsive inside his cell about 8:20 a.m. He was transported by the police to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. It is reported that Satchel was in custody on a charge of sexual touching and was remanded when he appeared in court on September 9. Gangs importing gunmen in bloody St. Andrew turf war, says cops. An ongoing war between two gangs in Creektown, St. Andrew, has taken a wicked twist, as the syndicates have now been importing gunmen from other communities to aid in the conflict, according to the police. The 110 and the Gaza gangs have been involved in a bloody turf war over recent months, resulting in several murders and shootings. But the police said the war has taken an even more deadlier twist, as the gangs, whose members are known to each other, have sought and acquired help from gunmen from outside communities. The outside gangsters are unknown to their rivals and are being used to carry out attacks and shootings in the community, the police disclosed. This was apparently the tactics used on Sunday when 61-year-old Vincent Lyons, otherwise called the Short Man, the father of one of the alleged gang leaders, was shot dead near his business place on Madden Street in the community. That attack police investigations have unearthed was reportedly carried out by men from Spanish Town who were brought into the community by the Gaza gang. This gang has also imported men from Waltham Park Road. The 110 gang the police shared have brought in men from Denham Town, Hannah Town and Almond Town. Fearing reprisals and counter-reprisals from Lyons killing, lawmen on Monday imposed a 48-hour curfew in the community. The police also listed 11 men from the area as persons of interest. Detectives said these men can help with their investigations into the ongoing war. Head of the Kingston Western Police Division, Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, said the crime fighters will rigorously target the gang members and their out-of-town cronies. Our immediate strategy is really aimed at going after the violent influencers within the community, with a special focus to target the person, especially those who are imported into the area, to use the violence against the residents, Phipps shared. Of course, our efforts will be supported by the JDF and the Specialized Operations Division, and we want to urge the law-abiding citizens to support the efforts of the security forces operatives within the space, he said. SSP Phipps was adamant that he expected persons named as persons of interest to report to the Denham Town Police no later than 6 p.m. Tuesday. Men accused of murdering security guard in Old Harbor Bay further remanded. 3 men charged with the murder of 34-year-old security guard Lance Hutchinson in Old Harbor Bay last year were further remanded when they appeared in the St. Catherine Parish Court today. The accused are Sheldon Brown, otherwise called the 12, Gregory Henry, otherwise called the Baba Roots, and the 21-year-old Jamore Campbell, otherwise called the Platypus, a fisherman of Old Harbor Bay. They are charged with murder, possession of prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and participating in a serious offense by a criminal organization. When they appeared in court, it was revealed that the post-mortem certificate was still outstanding. Senior Parish Court Judge Yvette Wentworth Miller then postponed the matter until November 18. It is alleged that about 8:20 p.m. on October 7, 2023, Hutchinson was at home with his family when he was attacked by armed men. He and a relative were shot by the men. He was later pronounced dead, while the injured relative was hospitalized. An investigation was launched, which resulted in the arrest and the charge of the 3 men. Woman pleads guilty to murder of 80-year-old Daniel Rowe. Dental assistant Coyote Sachel has pleaded guilty to the stabbing death of 80-year-old Daniel Rowe in June last year, a murder that sparked national outrage. Sachel was also convicted of child stealing for taking Daniel from Brighton Primary and Infant School in St. Catherine. One of her attorneys, Pierre Rogers, told the court that he intends to make a plea in mitigation before sentencing, but said he would need time to prepare his submissions. A prosecutor is now outlining the facts in the case. The deceased, who was a second-grade student at the Brighton Primary and Infant School in Portmore, St. Catherine, was abducted on June 8 last year from her school. The child was seen later that day with her throat slashed on Roosevelt Avenue in St. Andrew. She was rushed by persons in the area to the Bustamante Hospital for Children, where she died 2 days later. The post-mortem report revealed the child died from an incised wound to the neck. Investigations by the police led to Sachel being arrested on August 11 last year. She was subsequently charged with murder. Case against the businessman who allegedly forged Portia's signature again delayed. Businessman Peter Sangster, who has been before the court for the last 7 years for allegedly forging the signature of former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller, was yesterday ordered to return to the Home Circuit Court on March 10 next year. The case was adjourned because the prosecution was not ready to proceed with the trial. Attorney-at-law Hugh Wildman, who is representing Sangster, spoke out against the long delay in having the case tried. Wildman told the court that he was contemplating taking the case elsewhere, as his client's constitutional rights were being breached because of the delay. Sangster's bail was extended. Sangster, 54, who is the managing director of Jamos Communications Limited, was charged in March 2017 with obtaining money by false pretense, altering forged documents, and forgery. It is been alleged that between January 2011 and August 2013, Sangster solicited and obtained over $600,000 from the chairman of the company, promising to provide a waiver for funds owed by the company to the Universal Service Fund. It is further reported that in August 2013, Sangster presented the promised waiver, allegedly signed by the then Prime Minister. When the document was tendered by the company to the USF for it to be enacted, it was discovered that the signature was forged. Sangster was subsequently arrested and charged. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.